NCK Sessions. My name is Isaac Chan. I am a singer, songwriter, and producer, and this is a song called Lifelong. Hope you enjoy. Is this my lifelong story? Watching people fall in love. Is this my lifelong, never happy ending of singing songs to myself? No, I'm not the man I used to be before. I am no more. 'Cause one day I will find my truth. It'll be lifelong. Is this a new beginning or another big mistake? Will I find myself walking all alone again? Or will I make this right? No, I'm not the man I used to be before. I am no more. 'Cause one day I will find my truth, and it'll be lifelong. Is this my lifelong story? Watching her fall in love. Is this my lifelong, never happy ending? Or will I make this right? No, I'm not the man I used to be before. I am no more. 'Cause one day I will find my truth. It'll be lifelong. 'Cause one day I will find my truth. It'll be lifelong. 'Cause one day I will find my truth, and it'll be lifelong.
Thank you for coming.
Hello, thank you for having me.
How does it work for a music worker in Hong Kong?
I think working as a musician or a person in music industry in Hong Kong is not easy because of how I guess there's not a lot of music. It's not a huge industry in Hong Kong for music. There's not a lot of jobs for it, which means limited people to work with and limited resources. Definitely, especially in a city as expensive as Hong Kong, it's hard to work as a musician and make a living out of it.
So how did you make your start?
Well, I started playing music at a very young age, kind of similar to a lot of Hong Kong families and whatnot. Your parents get you to start playing piano at 4. Secretly, while I was practicing, I was playing a lot of Green Day and other rock stuff. That's how I got into like modern music, I guess. That's away from classical. I had parents that were very supportive of me doing music. They're the ones who actually encouraged me into pursuing music as a full-time career. For college, I went to Berklee College of Music so that I could further refine my skills, both as a songwriter and as a producer. When I was in Berklee, I was fortunate enough to learn from a Korean production team called Urban Music, and they kind of trained me up in terms of my production and engineering skills, teaching me how to run a DAW and like kind of giving me the training grounds for working as a industry musician. This is a song called Running. I wonder if there is an end to the mess I am. I wonder if God is really there. Does he sit and stare? I'm climbing up a million stairs made of my own hair. Nothing's keeping me running, keeping me running. Nothing's keeping me running, keeping me running. Nothing's keeping me running, keeping me running. I'm running out of breath. Why can't I ever see the finish line? I'm paralyzed, searching for another sign. I wish I never saw my mind, never saw the light, never started life. Nothing's keeping me running, keeping me running. Nothing's keeping me running, keeping me running. Nothing's keeping me running, keeping me running. I'm running out of breath. Take my last step, there's nothing left. 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 choke myself. Nothing's keeping me running, keeping me running. Nothing's keeping me running, keeping me running. Nothing's keeping me running, keeping me running. I'm running out of breath. Take my last step, there's nothing left. Take my last step, there's nothing. My songwriting process is always kind of reflecting life experiences or how I feel or how, like, where my thoughts are at all the time. I'm a huge overthinker. My mind doesn't know how to shut up. So that's why there are some dark songs sometimes. But for that song particularly, it's I was writing about a much darker time in my life, kind of when I was going through like depression and not knowing what to do with my life, not I guess not valuing my work or myself. And I always appreciate those moments because those are the darker moments, but they, like, once you're out of it, you can kind of reflect back and see what, like, you have and what you're worth, you know. So yeah, I always like writing in, like, what would I call it? Writing in hindsight, writing about experiences like 3 to 6 months prior to the writing session, because at that point I'm not as emotional and I can actually assess the situation and write about it more clear-minded. I think I sometimes struggle with writing lyrics that are honest versus lyrics that I think people might like. Yeah, I feel that is one pressure that I do feel, is to make songs that other people like versus making songs that honestly reflect, like, my life experiences. Yeah.
Thank you.
No
Thank you
problem.
for your time, Isaac.
Yeah, no problem.
And thank you for watching NCK Sessions.
Peace.